Came here today to speak about some things, but allow me to introduce myself. I'm Zulu King L1 out of Chapter 25, Zulu Union. I'm with my dear brother Watt Slice. Peace.
Peace.
And I'm also with my brother Shaka Zulu Jabs.
Peace.
Peace. Peace. So we wanted to talk about Hocus for Fifth. And for those that don't know, he recently dropped his flag and he encouraged brothers in the gangs to do the same thing in the street organizations, basically challenging brothers to drop their organization and strive to unify on the brotherhood and live a positive lifestyle that's family oriented. And like for me, when I saw that and I heard that, shout out to the brother Jabs that's up here with us. He sent that to me, and I wasn't aware of it when it happened. And I told him I'm gonna check it out, and I heard it, and it seemed very genuine. From what I saw when I like how I felt when I first seen it was it seemed genuine, and I was definitely supporting it, and I applaud it and salute it like 100%. That's my own personal um feelings about it. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna dive into it a little bit and speak about it. And we're also gonna speak about Styles P saluting it, but then also having to put Adam 22 in his place. And we'll get a little bit into that too. But how y'all brothers felt about it, like when y'all seen it?
Um, I liked it. You know, as someone who's been around people that's been banging from junior high school, even into the adulthood, um, I'm happy to see that people are trying to take a step forward in doing the right thing. I mean, the only if I was to critique anything, I would feel like those who might have still have some pull in the streets. I'd wish that they would redirect the message of what the gangs are doing and try to do more community things. Like I noticed. I'll be a little specific since I personally know two of them. I know a couple of Crip dudes that like did a back to school backpack giveaway. They had like a bounce house and everything there, and with what they were doing, so they were trying to promote like community revolution and progress, and I applaud that. That was real big to me, and I was happy to see that. I also know someone else who's their boxing coach, who's also trying to push a certain message within his set, trying to empower the youth. So I also would like to have seen that as well. So I mean, I guess I'm for it, but I also support those who's trying to make a change from within.
Mm,
So
understood.
I salute both sides of the coin when it comes to that.
Hmm. What about you? How you how you feel about it?
Um, I think it's cool. I'm not really mm, I think his heart is in the right place. I just think that when you have so much going on like within these organizations, like renegade stuff going on, I think it's gonna be kind of difficult um to reel everybody in. I hope it works, but it's going to be an uphill battle. That people could say they have pull in the streets, the so-called OGs, but a lot of youngsters, unfortunately, they're not trying to hear that. I remember years ago, and I mean, I don't know if he's pushing um to New York gang politics or if it's worldwide. I know he said it could reach worldwide. I just remember hearing like GDs, vice lords, like throwing their own leaders under the bus years ago, saying don't follow, and they when they was trying to like pass on growth development. A lot of them weren't trying to hear it, wanted to remain gangster disciples instead of growth and development, and then vice lords, like kicking their own leaders, down. Uh, that I think on his behalf, and the brother that he mentioned that gave him the idea, I think is dope. It's always good to like um push positivity because the gangs were like I'm talking about New York City Bloods specifically. It wasn't based off of foundational love and brotherhood and all of that. Like John was founded in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like to I guess to protect that the story varies depending on who tells it. I don't think the foundation was right. Like I always held that opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Not to offend anybody, because I know, people done lost their lives for it. I know people done, did a lot of jail time. I know a lot of people aren't coming home. Um, a lot of things has happened since the early 90s all the way up until now. Uh, but I think like we went through a lot in New York City, like with them and Crips and all of that stuff. I think it's just gonna be an uphill battle, personally. I'm not knocking his efforts. I think the efforts are genuine. I think he really means what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Despite people saying like, "Yo, you only saying this because you have you're involved in a RICO and all of that," and that could be true too. But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
if
Mm-hmm.
he can, if he's genuine, like that's what I don't like with people, chiming in talking about, "Yo, you only doing this because of this." We don't know that. But even if
Mm-hmm.
that was the case, right, for himself, maybe he can spark somebody to carry it on. Like if his
Mm-hmm.
fate, it ends up his fate, with that, and then he can like, spark the minds
Mm-hmm.
of
Mm-hmm.
somebody else or some people to carry that out, to actually carry that out and see it go, to where nobody is gang banging anymore. Because
Mm-hmm.
I don't need, like, I'm so far out the loop with a lot of this stuff. Um, I don't even know what's going on. I don't know no politic. I know like people like rival gangs will join each other because they're from the same block and they'll create a crew. It's more crew based now. I'm guessing like a lot of
Mm-hmm.
this stuff. So that's why I think it's going to be an uphill battle for that aspect of like the
Mm-hmm.
crews, like, what I'm saying, like the crews, like you got a little pocket here, you got this block here, you got the Bronx operating, how they operate, but they'll be a part of a set, but then they're a part of a block also. So it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of difficult. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
going to be difficult, but
Mm-hmm.
life isn't easy in itself. So
Right.
I don't mean to ramble, but I applaud the brother, and I hope it works. I hope it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too. I think it's important that you what you spoke on is going to be a lot of challenges for the brother to roll that out. But when you influential, right, and I don't want to discount who he is to Sex Money Murder, his organization that he's been a part of for a long time. I'm sure he's very influential within that. You need all the influential ones from that particular organization to be united in that stance for it to be a powerful movement where they could redirect and refocus and then, ultimately change where they're going. That doesn't happen overnight either. Like,
No.
um, you know, righteousness or elevation, growth, it all takes time. Um, like from our experience being Zulu, right? Like it's not even an organization that's based on negativity. That's actually like in the laws, it's supposed to be based off of something positive, and which it is, to a degree, right? They redirected this from the black space so it could be a little bit more positive. But as Zulus, we got sucked up in the streets also. and dealt with our struggles and our beefs and our battles. But as you grow older, you start to realize and you start to figure out ways how to navigate. And you ultimately have to make a decision as a man whether you're going to give your life to, you know, a righteous cause and elevate yourself, or you're just going to live the street life. And, much of us decided that we want to get full-time jobs, get out the streets, start families, get a home. And these are like the decisions that you come to at that crossroad when you start to get up in age. Because I was on some bullshit well into my early 30s. And as I started to get older and I start to see women look at me and treat me like I'm a child, it started to make me think like, man, I'm really must be immature or not focused on becoming the man that I'm supposed to be. So it's like kind of like fueled me to like better myself, focus on improving myself. And I think that's a key for brothers when you gotta like come to this realization if you want to be in the streets or you want to be something better than that. And I owe it to my mother. I think we all owe it to our mothers to live a better life. You know what I'm saying? Because if our mothers didn't put us, like, they worked so hard to keep us, like, the bills paid and overcome their challenges. And then it's like, then we out there acting a fool in the streets. And it's like, yo, it's crazy. It just leads to this madness. You know what I mean? So, I applaud the brother, man. I thought it was dope, man. You know. Um, yeah, I think this is something that can continue on, like, and grow. Because I look at the like, it's not many people talking about it, and very
No, there's
few
people
likes. Like,
talking about it.
yeah,
There's
there's people
people
talking
talking
about it.
about it. There's people talking about it
That's
on
good.
social media. The thing is, like, he comes out with this video. I don't know how long ago. I mean, I saw it about maybe I know I saw it from Doggy Diamonds like 2 or 3 days ago, maybe,
Hmm.
right? And he actually called Hocus on his live, and Hocus elaborated on the mission and explaining that because people have this misconception about gangs that if you drop that they'll try to kill you or harm you, and in certain instances that can happen, but he assured that he's not on that kind of timing, and he's never been on that kind of timing, and the people he around ain't been on that kind of timing, because I think he said like the the responsibility of the OG is like, don't bring nobody around that don't want to be around. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Don't, because you don't know if he could turn out to be a snitch or whatever,
Absolutely.
or not like ready for what's to come, what goes along with being a gang member or being active or whatever. But I think he comes out with this video, but then he comes out with this challenge, but then days before we see Jim Jones gifting Mel Matrix with a 9 Trey chain
Yeah, with
after
the
he
fine.
denounced his flag. So it's like when people see that and then they see this, like,
Hmm.
there's always gonna be like Jim
Hmm.
Jones popping. We riding with
Hmm.
Jim. See, the
Hmm.
influence is important. It's very
Hmm.
important. And it
Yeah,
could sway you either kind of way if you don't have your own brain. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's
absolutely.
why, like, I try, like I said, I told you last week, I don't even care about it. About, like, when we was mentioning the Young Thug and all of that stuff. I try not to even, because I'm in a whole nother kind of thing with my life. Like, I really don't, you know, try to pay attention to any of it, because like, you'll have this good cause that the brother's trying to do, and then soon as he does that,
They throw the
somebody
most
throwing a
hate.
monkey wrench in it, you throwing a
Yeah,
monkey wrench in it. And I think um, I know Harlem Legend TV had spoke out about it too, and shout out to him. He has good content also, and he posed the question like, "Do you think Jim Jones is should get behind it?" And I was like, "Yo, he's damn near." responsible for this surge of NYC Bloods. He made it cool.
Yeah.
He made it like he kept the organizations relevant, you know what I'm saying, through his music and through like
Hmm.
the imagery, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I think he should get behind it. I think he should be at the forefront of it, to be
Saluting
honest,
it, speaking on
because
it.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
he should be leading the charge, actually. Dude
Right.
is
He's
almost
not gonna do it.
50, you know, and if somebody who, and I don't know him personally, so I'm not gonna be like, yo, he never put in no work or nothing. This I would leave that for other people. Like, I don't know him personally. I ran into him a couple times, whatever, but I don't know him. But if somebody like Shaquell, one of the founders, he's one of the ones that got behind Focus and he's like co-signing it, he's putting his stamp of approval on the challenge and the movement, then like
That's dope.
I think yeah, I think Jim Jones should definitely be, you know, he should be held accountable. He should be
Uh,
held accountable because you're part of the reason. That's just
yeah.
like
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
terrorize your community, not to say that he did, but I'm just giving a hypothetical.
Hmm.
If you terrorize your community for all these years and you want to make a change, your responsibility should be uplifting that community you terrorized. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Like, to give back. You can't go and be like, yo, I just gave the charity. Nah, you destroyed this, so you're gonna help
Right.
rebuild it. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And let the youth know you can't like, yo, you can't get rich off of the culture, right? You can't
Hmm.
get rich off of the culture and be successful and then start all these businesses, got your kids tucked away in private school and all of that, and then be
Right.
still out on the street, you know,
Right.
promoting, you know,
Glamorizing.
Street
yeah,
violence. Yeah.
right. Through the imagery, you know what I'm saying, and the songs and all of this stuff. So yeah, I think. But see, like I said, when you have the brother Hocus trying to do this, and then you have something like that happening, or then like what we're about to get into with this dude that's not even a part of our culture and not even part
Hmm.
of the West Coast. Dude is from New Hampshire and was a skateboarder, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Right.
saying what we don't do on another
Yeah,
coast.
we're gonna get
You
into
know what I'm
that.
saying? We don't do
Yeah.
that. And you're not even a gangbanger. Like, see, like people should, and um it's not like I know like Whack is down with dude, you know what I'm saying? But a lot, if you look at like Street TV with Alex Alonso, a lot of them brothers ain't jacking that. And Ben, even before this challenge, they ain't been jacking dude. You know
Right.
what I'm
There's a
saying?
lot of
They
people. A
ain't
lot of
been
people ain't
jacking
messing
dude.
with boy.
They not messing
Yeah.
with dude. And I'm not even gonna say culture vulture or whatever. Like, we know what it is. We know who it is. But see, that's another thing.
Yeah.
We think everything is funny.
Until it ain't funny.
Everything is done for content. So when he
Hmm.
made the response video mocking, you know what I'm saying, mocking the drop your flag challenge, people gonna think it's funny. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna get more views than that. Nobody's even
Hmm.
gonna look at Hocus's video to see what dude is talking about because they're so enamored by
Hmm.
somebody who's infiltrated our
Hmm.
culture.
Yeah.
You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? And he got the bag and he's like paying these other dudes peanuts or whatever. So they
Right.
say. So they
Right.
say. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Right.
he's
Right.
getting
Right.
away. You got a cookhold running
Right.
our culture.
Right.
A cuckold,
Right.
somebody that lets somebody sleeps with his wife and he allows it. His wife, not his girlfriend, not
Hmm.
just not he's the pimp and she's the prostitute or whatever. His wife, somebody who he had a child with, and
Hmm.
this is what we running and streaming and giving him likes and laughing and commenting and putting money in his pocket.
Bringing
And
them
this
to the
brother,
hood. Bringing them
right,
to the
bringing him
hood.
to the hood, right.
Giving them the pass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh man, Watt just zapped out.
Yeah.
Um,
Sheesh.
yeah, no, to further what Watt is saying is, these brothers from the streets bring Adam 22 to Brooklyn, to
Yeah,
Flatbush, to Brownsville, validate him, or make it seem as if he's validated, give him this pass into our communities, you know, um, that's dangerous, that he wouldn't even be able to walk in by himself. And then just give him this insight and this look into a life that he could never relate to because he's never been through the pain of the streets. But you got comments on it, like you got commentary for something that you've never experienced. You know what I'm saying? So it's
yeah,
weird that so many of our brothers could run to this man, Adam 22, and allow him to put these stories out, increase his wealth through his platform, and with your hope of you becoming viral and you having to engage with a following, and then you think that you're going to have the next no jumper. You think you're going to have a platform to continue to tell your tales, your stories, your saga, you know what I'm saying, your battle, you know what I'm saying. But then ultimately, once you start to reveal everything in desire of, like, being viral and becoming successful and getting paid off of your content, then you ultimately catch a charge,
yep,
and now you in the feds fighting for your freedom. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like, it's wild.
Yeah, it happened already on Adam 22. It happened even with Vlad TV.
Right.
And these are
Islam
two
alaikum.
guys that's asking certain incriminating questions. And I guess people trying to be cool on YouTube, answering these questions and getting themselves indicted.
Right.
It's
Right.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
But I
it's
mean, I
super
also put
wild.
blame on I put blame on them too because you should know better. Certain questions you should know to just dance around the question, skip the question. That it's already a setup.
Yeah.
But those are the questions that get likes and views, and those are the consequences to you know answering.
Right. um Peace to the ghost, man. Styles P. um I
Yes.
think I think him calling out Adam 22, and I guess putting him in his place was long overdue from anybody that's respectable. Like, Styles P is very respected here in New York, very, very respected, and I would say beyond New York, he's very respected also. Um, you know, he's always been very authentic to me. I've always been kind of in tune with Styles' message, like, and what he does for the community and what he's striving to represent as a black man in America. I salute everything that he's done, man, from the pharmacy business that him and his wife started, like bringing vitamins and nutrients
Yeah.
into the community at a fair price and bringing making that accessible to the community, opening up all the juices for life throughout Yonkers, Brooklyn, Bronx, so on and so forth. He's opened up so many chains already of that. Like, he's done a lot, right? And then he comments on this, and man, like, I mean, we've got at Adam 22 a couple of times throughout this year or so that we've been doing the podcast, but to see Styles come at him was real to me, because, like, yo, Adam 22 got no right to talk on any of these affairs. It's not his community. He's not a hip hop head. He's not a hip hop artist. I mean, I don't know him well enough to, like, really judge him, but he's not from us, and he shouldn't be speaking on our affairs. Period.
I think you put him in his place, and I would say that because he's still going to run his mouth. He's still going to mock because we've allowed him to enter a space, and like he done made so much. Nobody's going to like cancel him. He can't be canceled like with the Vlads, him, the Vlads, and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
academics to a lesser degree because he's really not from us either. Even though he might have the complexion, he's not from us neither.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and these are the people that get the views, the likes, and they
Hmm.
got the money. So it's never gonna like, it's not gonna stop. And then he's backed by who he's backed by. So it's just like, yo, whatever. It really, I don't think I agree with Styles P. We all do, but I don't
Yeah.
think him saying that is gonna. People don't care. People like you could call like, what did he say? Like, you not from us if you black and you co-signing this dude, like you really
Hmm.
basically not down with us. You think people care? I've seen people on social media like people try to kick some positivity stuff. They don't want to hear it, man. It's a lot of people like that, unfortunately.
True.
It's a lot of people that do not care. Like, remember, yo, what you trying to kick knowledge?
Hmm.
Nah, this is that, yo, a lot of people are ignorant, man. It's
Yeah,
still the
no, it's true.
same. And
True
I mean, we
social
facts.
know it.
media has magnified it. Like, how many times, like for myself personally, I used to be in my neighborhood, um, medallioned out, red, black, and green, bandana, wristband, RBG wristbands, all types of literature, all of that. Every time I come around, oh, here he come with that knowledge stuff. Here he come.
Yeah, yeah,
Here he
yeah.
come.
Yeah.
Uh,
Crazy.
Soon as I stop, now everybody's quote unquote woke. Now everybody's
right,
woke. Now everybody knows everything. And I'm just looking
right.
like, well, welcome to the party. I've been on this since the 90s, technically since the 80s, growing up as a kid. But when I joined the Universal Zulu Nation in the mid 90s, like, this is who I was. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you fast forward almost 30 years to 2025, like everybody think they know everything, everybody has something to say, they want their
Hmm.
voice to be heard. It's through social media, so nobody care. They're gonna be like, Styles P, like, when's the last, they're gonna say, yo, how much money he got, not knowing that
Right,
he
right,
does stuff beyond rap, because it's all
right,
imagery. It's all
right,
imagery. You know what I'm saying? They
right.
don't care that Styles P eats healthy, that he pushes health,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying, that he works out.
Right,
They don't care
right.
about none of that.
Yeah. They want to
Are
know
you
when his
lit?
last visit
Are
up
you
top
lit?
was.
Are
Yeah.
you lit?
Who,
They want to know, are
who,
you lit?
tell me about a movie that Styles did up top, up north. That's
You
what I
ain't
want
got
to
no
know.
stream. What's your, all right,
Right.
so yeah, you got this, but how much did it stream? That's what they want to
Right,
Yep.
know.
right,
That
right,
video got such and such views. You see what we're reduced to? Views,
right,
likes, imagery. I
Streams. Yeah.
like, it's great. That's why I like some of this stuff don't even hit my desk, as they say. I don't even be checking for it because it's
right,
just it's sad. It's sad, man. I'm a father, yo. I don't, and I'm a real father. I'm like hands-on, active every day. You know what I'm
right.
saying? With three of my own and my stepdaughter. Like, I'm not letting no influence. I'm trying my best. I'll die before I let
Hmm.
some influence them. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like some
Right.
Salute.
nonsense. So I think it starts with that, honestly, with the
Yeah.
home and with yourself and the home,
Hmm.
and then you could reach out to the youth
Hmm.
and everything, and they got to see it. But like I said, it's going to be an uphill battle because you have the people that don't care, and we think everything is funny. So when this dude get on there and talk about, yeah, I got tired of getting my thing played with, my bro played with, and all of that, like, yo, it's not a joke. People done died behind this, and people
Yeah.
have been, yes, sexually assaulted in prison behind a lot of this stuff too. So it's not
Hmm.
funny, yo. It's not funny. It's not
And the
fun. And
streets,
whoever,
and the
like
streets.
Styles,
Yeah.
right? And for
Yeah.
Styles said, whoever, I agree, whoever's rocking with him and think it's funny and think that what he says is law is a bozo. I
Hmm.
wholeheartedly agree
100%.
with it. But it's just
100%.
like it's people that I remember, like one of the young dudes at my job. Well, he used to be at my job. Me and him cool, you know what I'm saying? He called me OG, you know what I'm saying? Whenever he going through something, he called me, whatever. And one time he's like, yo, you listen to No Jumper? I said, no. Only time I listened to No Jumper, I tell you this. First found out about him because I had Googled Ghostface interviews because I was like, because I like sometimes I like to listen to Ghost his interviews, how he talk and stuff. He popped up. right?
Mm,
I'm like, who is this? Like skateboarder dude. And he said it. I'm a skateboarder. I'm not even a hip hop, but he interviewed Ghost, and this was years ago.
mm,
Then you see him again. Then he pops up and he has all these interviews, and then he starts interviewing gang members. Then he found his niche. I listened to Ghostface, I listened to Ghostface and Crip Mac because I like Crip Mac. Funny dude. I like Crip
Hot,
Mac.
yeah.
hot. Yeah.
I listen to Crip Mac, and then I listen to the dude from Kensington, Skrilla. I listened to those three interviews, and then I had to catch myself like, yo, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I doing? Because like listening to him interview, like it's like I can't take his voice. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't know anything, and it's all about like shock value. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right.
And,
Right.
and, and he says a lot of nonsense, and then I heard people was getting like beat up and stuff was happening at his show at wherever the headquarters
Hmm.
is and all of that. But
Right.
yeah, man, like people keep going. It's just like Vlad. People ain't gonna
Yeah.
stop going.
Yeah.
Right.
People ain't gonna stop going because it's a bag. It's the opportunity to be seen.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Heard.
This dude's a skateboarder. This dude's a fake DJ. He ain't never break a record. How the hell is he
Right.
DJ Vlad? He
Right.
ain't break
Right.
no.
Right.
A
Right.
DJ breaks records. He ain't never break no record.
Right.
He
Good
don't even
point.
Yeah. He
ask them
had
about the
mixtapes,
music.
so he had
Yeah,
mixtapes or
but
whatever. But
did he break a record though? Did he
right.
scratch? Did
Yeah.
you
You're
see him?
right.
Did you see him? Did you see
Never.
a mixtape?
Never.
Did you see him scratch? Did you see him? That he ain't no
DJ
DJ.
Khaled is more of a DJ than
That's
DJ
what I'm
Bro,
Vlad
saying.
is
Like,
for
how did
sure.
like who? What did you DJ?
Right.
Where? What jams were you at? What did you do? And then when you hear him with his hip hop knowledge, he has none. He has
Right.
none.
Right.
Every time, oh, I thought it
None.
was this. I thought
Right.
I could have sworn. Nah, you wrong, because you don't know what you talking
Cause
about.
yeah, you're not from
You
the
jumped
culture.
you Yeah, you jumped into a arena where you're not equipped. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you got the wrong armor on, you got the wrong gear on, and now you don't even ask about music. You ask
Right.
about what they tastes are.
Right. Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
It's wicked, man.
Texas
It's wicked. I would
blast.
never. Right. I would never want to sit down with somebody and dissect my struggles in the streets, my challenges in the streets, what we've gone through, like as a street organization. I would never want to express that to someone that really couldn't feel my pain firsthand. Right. It's kind of like why when we're together, all of us, a lot of times, I mean, in most cases, when we're together, we talking about the now, right? Raising our children, paying our bills, taking care of our homes. But every now and then we might talk about an old battle, right? I would only discuss that with those that have put it in with me side by side. I would never go tell my story or my pain to someone that never has experienced that or even seen it. You know what I'm
th-
saying? Like, what do we
th-
have in common to talk about? You know
nothing.
what I'm
And
saying?
then
Nothing.
then you got these two dudes, the two people that we're talking about, got the nerve. They done made so much money, and now they think they're so high up above. They calling people punks, and they'll do like what, bro? Like, you got your platform. One of them got their platform from getting his arm. Didn't he get his arm and his jaw broke? And then you sued. You was talking crazy. You got beat up. Then you sued and won the money, and that's how your platform took off. But we have revisionist history. We don't care about the past. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But that's how
Yeah.
he got
Right.
his start. That's how he got his start. You know what I'm saying? Getting your arm broke. You know what I mean?
This is why I've always, and we spoke about
Crazy.
this once before. I've always appreciated Alex Alonso's content when it
Yeah.
talks about
Hmm.
street organization
Skip
because he's
Townsend.
always right. He's always broke it down from a point like a historical point and how brothers have struggled and how they've rose above certain challenges and how they've ended certain beefs and how brothers have
Hmm.
come into the communities and unified and how they've grown. He's told the positive side of the
And he's
story
offered
where
conflict resolution too
Yeah.
it,
between the side. If the
ba-
sides is still beefing, he'll
right,
interview
right,
both sides and say, "How can we stop this?
r-
How can we
right,
have like a
right,
ceasefire or a peace rally or something? Because like we're
right.
getting
You're
too
right,
old. Generations been dying. I've seen him do it
right,
numerous times. But then you got dudes,
right,
and he's not even a gang member. He's not even a
right. He's
gang
not even
member.
from.
He's
He's
just a
not even from the
historian.
West. He's from
Right?
New
He's
York.
from
He's
the
from the
Bronx.
Bronx, I
Right?
believe.
Right?
Yeah, you know what
Right?
I'm
You
saying.
know what I'm
But
saying?
he
But
learned the
you got this
history, moved
dude.
out there, learned it.
Right. Then you got a skateboarder in between like real people that's really like you around all these people that possibly have done heinous crimes and you playing with them like they're your pets
Right,
because you dangling something, you dangling the carrot in front of the rabbit. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Or the
right,
steak in
right,
front of the dog. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like I
Yeah.
don't like
Yeah,
yo,
come
people
come up
need to
here,
wake
tell your
up.
story. Come tell your story. We got the bud on deck. We got the liquors. We got the hose in the
Yeah, we got the
background. We
pills.
got
Yeah,
all of that
and you can
Yeah.
smash
pills.
my wife too. You can smash my wife while you at it.
Right.
Go
You want
ahead.
that? Take it. Take her
Go
down.
ahead.
Go take it down. I'm gonna go watch it and
Yeah.
film it because I'm a
Uh-huh.
weirdo. You
And
know
then
what I'm
and then
saying?
and then and then my son could be teased at school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Like, yo,
Right.
this dude, and,
This
and,
is
and
this is
this
who
is
dudes
what we
be.
like.
This is who dudes
This
be tuned into. Like,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's a
I could
Tuned
shame
in.
never.
But what
shame on y'all.
Jabs? What you feel about it? What you feel about Adam 22 and his content?
I mean, the only ones I watched, as far as I'm 22, was Crip Mac videos. Some of the what do you call it? Four extra. But
Oh yeah.
with the thousand fades. But I don't know. Adam 22 is corny in my opinion. Um, I just feel like yeah, he's another DJ Vlad. Like he's gonna set somebody up. He's gonna cause people to indict themselves, and as long as there's money involved and fame involved, people's they're gonna fall for it. They're gonna keep doing that. I don't see his platform ending anytime soon, to be honest. Um,
Hmm.
I thought it would probably slow down with this whole thing that happened and Styles P checking him, but I don't know. I seen a video, as a matter of fact, before coming onto this call. Some people that work for him is to some degree was defending him, and
Hmm.
they're black,
Of
and
course
like
they are.
yeah, and
Why
they were
wouldn't they? Why
saying
wouldn't they defend him?
yeah, and they saying things like, oh, he wasn't really making fun of Hocus or whatever. He was making fun of a particular gangbanger that they know, and that's who he was making fun of. I'm like, you could have said that as well.
How ironic. How
Yeah,
ironic
you know
is
what I'm
that?
saying? And you could have said that then with
Hmm.
with the video that you posted, but you didn't say anything until after getting put on blast. So now you're trying to do some damage control, and I mean I'm not falling for it.
I, ain't nobody buying that because Hocus got
Yeah,
issues with whack. So ain't nobody's buying that.
yeah,
Nobody with a
Hmm.
brain. Nobody with a
is gonna
brain that
believe that.
you know what I'm saying?
Or
Yo, dudes be trying to. Well, I honestly I noticed like um a lot of people think listeners are stupid. People
Yeah,
that outside of the content creators, a lot of people think people are stupid, man, and they just gonna believe. Like I said, they blow like the wind, man. Like, and it's all about imagery. It's all about who has these subscribers. You know what I'm saying?
hmm.
It's nothing authentic about it, man. It's imagery.
yeah,
It's imagery, man. Like I listen to
Like,
Doggy Diamonds all the time, bro. Like,
yeah,
and
salute to
he
him. He be dropping messages, man. He
yeah. I
always
met him a
covering
few
the
I
times.
topics that matter most. Oh, word?
I don't I
Yeah, I'm
don't
not
agree
gonna
with
say
everything
where.
he
I'm gonna keep
says,
that
but
private, but at a particular gym, he's a cool, solid dude. How he
yeah, I know he
is
That's
be
what's
at the
up.
gym a lot. I know
online,
he'll be
yeah,
at yeah,
that's how he is in person.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I know
I
my
like to
man
hear
knows
that.
him very well. My man Rue, rock with him,
You know,
but
like I just want to say, like, being Zulu, right, for almost 29 years, right? We've been in the mix with every gang there is, right? in particular, Blood, Crip, Latin King, Nieta, right? MS-13. These are like the more prominent street organizations in New York from our upbringings. And most of the brothers that I knew that was in gangs, the ones that was real serious with it are dead. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Most of the brothers, I don't want to say most, but a good portion of them that was taking it real serious is dead. A lot of brothers spent a lot of time in prison, whether they caught state charges, fed charges, in and out the county. I seen a lot of brothers suffering, lose out on their children, lose out on opportunities to elevate themselves because of the streets keep calling. And we know what it is to be sucked into beef that could, because I've been in a street war, a gang war for 15 years steady. You know what I'm saying? Those that have seen previous episodes know what I'm talking about. It's not good. And I don't want that for my children. I don't want that for my family members. I don't want that for nobody. Right. So what Watt said was very important. It starts at home. The message you give your children, how you raising them, where you're giving them their upbringing. If you can move away from New York City, move away from New York City. But this happens in poor urban communities. It happens in suburban communities. Gang stuff is spreading like wildfire, fueled by hip hop. Right, the same thing that was supposed to be built about peace, love, unity, and having fun has ultimately spread gangs to an even higher level because, like Watt said, they see brothers like Jim Jones that are giving the gang medallions out, the iced out medallions, encouraging brothers to continue the street life or represent the gang. When you got brothers like Hocus for Fifth who may not have the same allure or status in the streets um, nationally, but maybe in the Bronx, he probably has more actual influence than Jim Jones
Right,
would ever have. You know what I'm
right,
saying? So that's the reality of it. Y'all think Jim Jones is like a big homie of blood, but he's not. You know what I'm saying? Whereas a brother like Hocus for Fifth is probably way more valid. And so we wanted to salute his efforts. But those that are living in the streets know the streets is not fun. It's not a
Nope.
way of life that you want to carry and continue, especially as you become older, where the pain hurts a lot more and you have a lot more to lose because, right, time is not on our side. We all get older, right? So when you're young, if you're in a gang and you catch a 5-year bid, when you're 18, you come out maybe when you're 23 or earlier, you still have an opportunity to live your life. You still have an opportunity to turn around and better yourself. But when there's brothers that's my age, like 45 years old, that's living the gang life, which there's plenty of brothers my age that are gang banging and active in gangs and acting a fool at my age. Imagine catching a Rico when you got 3 children, 4 grandkids, 5 grandkids, and you're the only one bringing bread home. Like now your family is finished. Like you gonna uproot your family because of the bullshit.
Yeah.
This is not the way. You know what I'm saying? The brothers that go get the 9 to 5s and get slow money is steady, and brothers have been able to elevate and leave the streets alone for good. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the wave. Get yourself a trade, get yourself a government job, sanitation, whatever. Do something where you could stay off the streets, make decent income to get right, stop hustling, stop leaving the streets, and leave the gang alone. Cause I'm gonna be real with you. We spent all these years in Zulu with a million promises that never came to fruition. A lot of people that we looked up to as fathers basically abandon us and don't even care for how we living. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need nobody to say, "Oh yeah, that's my big homie. He's solid. He's look up to your uncles that's putting in work and being family men and fathers in the community. Don't look up to these dudes that's giving you empty promises or leading you to chaos and destruction. You know what I mean? So that's really all I wanted to say. And whatever y'all brothers want to say to close it out, you know what I'm saying?
no, I'm good. You said it all. Nah,
Yeah.
for real. You said it all, man. Like charity starts in the home. Plenty of
Yeah.
positives plenty of positive brothers around and women too, because there's females in
Yes, sir.
gangs too.
Yeah.
So
Right, right.
there's plenty of like if unfortunately, there's a lot of mothers that, you know, for whatever reason, running around or whatever, but maybe your grandmother, mother, aunt, somebody that, that you see positivity from, you should lean more towards that than somebody out here who's, living fast and living reckless.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Shout out to Hocus though and Styles
Right,
P.
for real. Yeah, salute.
And I guess I'll kind of double back on what I said earlier. If you are gonna stay within these street organizations, try to do the more positive thing. Try to uplift your community. Try to you know, I would wish the government would have programs for the youth. But look, if you're hustling and doing whatever you're doing, y'all should be able to pull money together and try to start a program. Try to get a what do you call it, a nonprofit organization within your street organization, and try to uplift the community that y'all hanging out in. Try to do better for the youth that's coming behind you. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I guess that's all I have to say, as far as that.
One thing I want to add, that Hocus Forfeit said, don't worry about the judgment from the brothers when you drop your flag or your organization. I would definitely echo that and second that, right? Because people will always have a comment on how you make moves. Everybody seems to know how you should live your life, but they can never lead by example. So don't worry about the judgment that others is going to pass on, because really you should only be worried about the creator's judgment, when you meet the creator. Worry about your deeds on earth and worry about what the judgment's going to be then, right? And secondly, I think if you do make that move and drop your flag, man, I think that more people will be looking at you and encouraging you to say, and saying how proud of they are. Like, imagine going home that, your mom know you've been in the gang for 25 years, and you come home and you say, Mom, I'm not in that gang no more. I just got a job. I'm cleaning up my act. I'm tired of the pain. I'm tired of the violence. I'm tired of this. Imagine how proud your family will be, your cousins, your uncles, your aunties. All of them will get behind you and support you. And I'm sure will salute that way more than any achievement that you could ever become in the gang. Like, you can't go home to your family and be like, yo, they just made me the big homie of the set. Ain't nobody gonna pat you on the back at your crib for that. Ain't no one in your family gonna pat you on the back unless you got a wild dysfunctional family, which unfortunately some people do. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, make that move for yourself and for your children and for the benefit of where you're moving at in the future, man. I ain't trying to preach, man, but I just wanted to really talk on this episode about Hocus for a Fifth Move and Styles P and salute them brothers, man. And anybody that, want to build about the streets and how to elevate, man. I'm not the greatest, but we've been in the streets and we've elevated past it, and so can anybody else if they really want to do it, man. So big salute to the listeners, big salute to the G's that are striving to better themselves. Keep it moving positive, man. That's the best way to move it. Salute, man, to my brothers that I'm with right here and all the listeners, all the Zulus. Man, big love, big respect, and peace to all. Salute.